Good morning. It is Sunday, July 17th, 0525. I am in a cove on Cove Island. Had some great footage from yesterday. I may have lost it all. I was at a party over on Wolf, and Christie's sailboat decided to take a kayak back to my boat and fell in twice, including the phone, with all the footage. We'll see if it recovers, but I doubt it. Hope you can hear those sounds. They're amazing. You can see a lot of people squeezed in here. I love this place. Too bad I gotta leave today. Well, there's one thing nice about being in high pressure systems. Mornings like this, absolutely gorgeous. Alrighty, 0635. Up to my port is Tobermory. Light winds about 5 on the nose. It's getting comical. I've made a decision. I am going to Kincardine, however you pronounce it. Rolf and Christy are from there. It's a long day. I still got 62.5 nautical miles to go motoring. Due to arrive at 19:20. I'm approaching the 800 hours as I cruise down the eastern shore of Lake Huron for the first time. Apparently, got weather coming in tonight, tomorrow, which, you know, I've been in, but I don't necessarily want to be in. So once again, I'm facing that decision to sail or not sail. Right now, the winds are 5 to 8 miles per hour, which means I'd probably be doing 3, maybe 4 under sail. Probably 3. I'm heading about due south. The winds are from the southeast. But the problem is, it's really patchy. Right now you can look out and see that there's wind, but this will happen for 15 minutes, and the next 15 minutes it's just flat. So I had a good half-hour period when I was like, you know, you're just being lazy, Lawrence. Put your sails up. It was blowing like 5 to 10. I'd have been doing 4 knots. Close reach. And then, you know, I hit this. And I see more patches ahead of me. Oh yeah, I forgot. I lost all my film from yesterday. So let's talk about that. So I got into the cove. Got anchored up. It felt tight to me. And then more vessels just kept arriving. There was like, ended up 12 to 14 vessels in there in the night. But when I got there, it was still fairly wide open, so I anchored up. And, you know, I didn't expect them to come right over, but so I got in there at 11:20, and Rolf and Dave came over and said hi. We talked for, 15 minutes. They took off. Started to take a nap. Came back again. Brought me a beer. asked me to aboard their dinghy, and we went cruising on their dinghy, just visiting other vessels in the harbor. Brought me back. Actually, they brought me back to get my beverages, and so the point is, it turned into an all-day party, and it was hysterical. We all ended up on Rolf and Krista's boats, and just had a glorious night. And I was the quote-unquote token American amongst all these Canadians. It was great to see those two again after 5 years. We met in 2017, and you read books about cruisers sailing around the world who just constantly run into each other. I never thought we would do that again, and lo and behold, our paths crossed. I couldn't believe it, and it was a lot of fun to see those two again. So, great couple, great people. Everyone was very generous. And we had a good laugh of me falling off the kayak twice. So, oh my God, that's one of my best stories ever. It's 14:15. I wish I could be filming something more exciting, but I can't. 5-mile-per-hour winds on the nose. Been napping for a couple hours. I got 21.9 nautical miles to go to Kincardine. Okay, I have to laugh. I'm about 3 miles out from Kincardine. The winds have picked up to a beautiful 10 to 12 from astern. And I have 3 nautical miles to go. Okay, it's Monday, July 18th. I'm in Kincardine. Lovely little marina. I really wanted to stay here for the day, but the weather's telling me I need to get to Bayfield. We got rain for the next 3 days. Bayfield is supposed to get sunny this afternoon. Chance of rain this morning. It's 43 nautical miles away, so I kind of need to get moving. But before I do that, it's like 8:20 right now. I'm gonna take a walk into town real quick and just check it out real fast. And see the marina over there in the background? You walk up the hill, you make a right, you end up on this street. Harry Bell, House of Fish and Chips. There's a stone oozing water. Signs that say, "Welcome to Lakeside Downtown." There's a neat old building there. Oh, what a bummer I can't stay. Bruce Steakhouse. That sounds good. There's an Italian steakhouse. Yeah, it's too bad. It'd be fun to check this place out. But I need to be in Port Huron on Thursday. That's 80 nautical miles away. Bayfield splits it up nicely. Get there today, get rained in for a couple days, then make it to Port Huron on Thursday. Okay, it's Monday, July 18th, 0900. I've departed from Carden for Bayfield, 43 or so nautical miles away. So at 5 knots, that's still a 8.5-hour day. I feel short after my 13-hour day yesterday. You can see the rain off in the distance there. So that's what I am trying to avoid. And hopefully that forecast that I got this morning is correct and it clears up in Bayfield. Coming along here, absolutely no wind. Picked up to 3 a little bit ago. Got a little chilly. Off to my port, almost directly abeam, is Point Clark Light. Beautiful looking lighthouse. And off to my starboard is a buoy, V6. So I'm passing between the buoy and the light, which freighters would never do, because right down here, maybe 50 feet that way, is a charted depth of 1. A lot of shallows over in that area. Ahoy, it is 12:45 on the July 18th, it's Monday. If you're looking carefully, you can see tiny whitecaps out there. So the winds are 10 to 12 right now. And check this out. I am under sail. Currently doing 4 knots, a little over 4 knots under Jenny alone. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd hoist the main. But also know that I have less than 20 miles to go, so and I have about 11 to go to a point where I'm going to start going directly downwind. So I'm being lazy. I'm not going to hoist to get that extra knot. It's hysterical stuff. My sailing lasted all but 20 minutes before it died down to 5 again, so I gave up. I took a half-hour nap, and the winds have picked up. But it's also darkened up. So with all but 14 nautical miles go to Bayfield, and a chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to keep averaging 5. For a moment I was tempted to go into Goderich, but that harbor is, as you can see, maybe you can see, wish my phone was working, extremely industrial. And the town looks to be on top of the hill. So it's not really calling me, is what I'm saying. Despite not being on a course line, I am inching closer to shore just to see this spectacular scenery. I don't know what time it is. I'm due to arrive at 14:35 with 3.26 nautical miles to go, and I'm averaging, say, 5.3, so you can figure out the math. I thought it was quite a ways down, but I see a sailboat, I believe, exiting a marina to my port. So I am pretty sure that's where I gotta go. Okay, so I stand corrected. This vessel that I thought was coming out of the harbor is not coming out of the harbor. It's just anchored up over there. Must know something I don't. I'm sure they know a lot that I don't about this shoreline. I'm looking at the shoreline. I have 2.12 nautical miles to go, and I cannot figure out where the hell a marina is tucked in here. There's a big marina and a small marina. I'm not sure which one I should go to. I really don't care, to be honest with you. So I'm probably going to try to support the village marina versus the big corporate one. Well, that was tough. but I'm in. Okay, it is Tuesday, July 19th, 0745. Tough time making a decision, but I'll talk about that later. Right now, let's take a look at Bayfield Marina. There's Living a Dream. Over there's Harbor Lights Marina. So as you can see, it's a marina on the river. So as you can imagine, facilities here are a little scarce. Gas dock, office, bathroom, one shower, but it was adequate. Okay, here's the beach at Bayfield. What's cool is you can see the watercolors change as the depths change. So here's my dilemma. Even though I went to bed pretty early last night, it meant I also woke up at 4:30, did my 10-a-day routines, feeling pretty good, and then I suddenly crashed. I mean, I felt like I just couldn't keep my eyes open. So I went back to bed and made a decision I wasn't departing today. This is the Heritage Trail. Apparently this is one way to get into town. That's kind of cool. And you go down this very scenic road to town, I guess. Very quaint. Here's the Bayfield Brewing Company. It's an art gallery, gift store, jewelry store, bike shop, sweet shop and coffee bar. I don't understand the road, but maybe that's why all the barrels. Maybe they're going to fix it. There's the Black Dog Pub and Bistro. And finally, you come to the end of it. There's a park beyond, but this is clearly the main strip. There's the hotel. Ooh, Captain Harry's Bar Patio Grill. That sounds like the place for me. Okay, this is the top of the path. So as you can see, it was quite the little climb. But it's pretty. All right, fellow mariners, it is Tuesday the 19th, I think. It's hard to tell if my decision not to go today was the right one. I got rested. I feel much better. I enjoyed the day off, but weather will be bad tomorrow too, so putting all my eggs in one basket on Thursday. Worst case scenario is we delay another day, but I think I can make it. Should be some northwest winds. I might actually get to sail. Anyway, point of this video is there's some wicked weather heading this way right now. One thing I know about rivers is if they get that one direction, they can get pretty rough. So forget the size of the storm. I had to compound into the fact that I'm on a river. So I decided to do this. And I tightened up and pulled myself off the finger as much as possible. And this was really easy because a paddleboarder went by and she just came up and wrapped that around there for me, so I didn't have to try lassoing or loosening the boat and pushing myself over there to get a line around it, etc., etc. So I'm all set up for the weather that's coming my way. It has finally arrived quite strongly. If I had departed, I would have hit this. I mean, look at that. I tightened up my stern line to that post about 2 hours ago. Thank God I did. I'm actually quite comfortable despite what you're seeing over there. I'm a little sheltered by the shore here. The brunt of it is hitting on the other side of the river. It's coming down. It's got to be blowing 40 right now. Holy cow, look at those trees. Oh, I hear hail. Okay, I don't like the hail sound. And the hail is picking up. This is quite severe. Wow. Oh, it just picked up some more. We gotta be at 60 now. Holy crap. By the way, there's tornado warnings right now. Not a watch. Warnings right now for Bayfield. Oh look, I just got a leaf from somewhere. Huh. Oh, a tree doesn't fall on the boat. What is that bird doing out there? Get somewhere safe, little guy.